All right, Dan, thank you very much. There are a lot of hungry kids, it looked like, in that drone shot, but we got one guy who's going to feed them all. No, he's not. Adam Young is becoming a force of nature down in Mystic, the owner and head pastry chef of Sift Bake Shop in Mystic.
That's right.
It's more than just a little bake shop. You're slowly, as we kid around, taking on global domination.
Well, I don't know about that, but we are trying to really focus on the two shops that we have. We have one in Mystic and Watch Hill now. We're just really trying to create something iconic.
Now, he's going to be modest for a second, but this is what I'm here for. Also, best baker in America. That's not me saying it. I'm a fan of his, but Food Network, right?
Yep.
Yeah, had a big television competition. He wins the whole darn thing right in our backyard. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
No, we're delighted.
Here, so.
All right, we're going to get to work on a souffle. And I want you to start right now, because here's the thing. You said we're doing a souffle, and I went, oh, that just scares me a little bit. Should I be scared?
You should not be scared at all.
Okay.
And I think going into holiday or entertaining season in general,
right.
You're looking for something that's kind of a showstopper and impressive. And I feel like people really kind of shy away from souffle because there's this perception that it's very, very difficult and finicky, and it's really not. It's some very simple ingredients.
Okay, what do we got in here that you just put in the bowl?
In the bowl, we have 2 cups of whole milk, 4 ounces of butter, a cup of all-purpose flour, and a cup and a half of sugar.
All right, I got all that at home.
Yeah, super, right?
You're going to mix it all up.
I'm going to mix it in. We've actually put it on the stove. We've allowed the starches in the flour to kind of thicken the rest of the mixture, and this is what you're left with. So it starts off very thin, and then basically almost like a pat of choux is what you're left with. So to this, we're going to add a little egg yolk, so this adds richness and body.
Sure.
And we've taken basically 10 eggs and we've separated them. So the yolks go straight in.
Again, and I'm keeping notes in my head thinking, okay, I could do that.
Very
simple.
That.
I'm waiting for the challenge.
A little citrus cognac, Ramekin, and a little orange zest and orange juice, right? And that's going to be our flavor. So I like to use a lot of zest in baking. When you apply heat to zest, it kind of penetrates whatever you add it to, and you get a lot of flavor out of the zest. So, and then we're really just going to be vigorous. You don't have to be gentle at this point. We really want to force those egg yolks into the base here.
Get the shot up top. So
sure.
You can see.
There we go.
There you go. That's what we're looking for.
And at this point, this has been sitting on the stove for a few minutes, so it's cooled down a little bit. You don't want to add the yolks in right away
because then you've got scrambled eggs.
Exactly.
All right.
So those 10 whites.
20 years of doing these segments.
Your fair share of souffles. So egg whites, right? So 10 egg whites.
Right.
All that volume.
And how do you know? Because if you did this, watch this. Nothing.
Yeah, super
Nothing
stiff.
happens.
Very, very stiff peaks, you're not looking for anything that's soft.
I would have been so embarrassed if the whole thing had just done.
Well, we're going to put it in there anyway, but that's fine. So we take about a third of the egg white, right?
Okay.
And this is what we call the sacrificial third, because the whites and the air give you the leavening and rising power of the souffle. So you don't want to do anything that's going to disrupt that. The sacrificial third. So this is going to lighten the base before we add the remaining 2/3 of the egg white. So you see very gently folding here. Not really being aggressive.
Which I think is the challenge here, because you've gone from rigorous mixing to now gentle folding.
Exactly.
1/3. Here comes in the other 2/3.
The remaining,
So pace yourself. This is not something you're going to whip out. He can whip it out because he knows what he's doing.
And what's great about this base is you can actually make this an hour in advance before your party guests even arrive.
Okay.
And then get it into souffle ramekins ahead of time, and I'll show you quickly how to prepare those. Okay. So you see very, very gentle. We're not overmixing.
We're down to 1 minute. So
1 minute, you got it.
Let's prepare one, and we'll show you the finished product. You're going to love this. By the way, the whole list of all those things that he mentioned, we're going to put it on our website, fox61.com. The recipe will be there. Or you can just go down to Sift, down in Mystic, right downtown by Mystic Pizza.
Little abrasive, butter and sugar, right?
Okay.
Dump it back out. Creates a barrier between the ramekin so it slides up into the big tube, right?
All right. In comes a scoop.
In comes the scoop.
And that's just, you don't want to fill that up all the way.
I like to say 7/8.
Okay.
And you see how I didn't overmix the batter here? There's still a few streaks of whites going through. That's perfectly fine.
Into the oven it goes.
Into the oven it goes.
How many degrees?
400 degrees, 15 minutes for an individual size.
That is it?
Yep.
Because look at the finished product here. You're going to love this. Let me get this out of the way. I want you to see this, how beautiful it is. Again, that, holy moly.
So, finished product.
He said he was doing a souffle, and I went, I don't think he's going to pull that off in 4 minutes. Look at this. Now, the finished touches, what do you got here?
We have a little chocolate cognac sauce. I use cognac to season the chocolate.
Okay.
Right? So, table side, in front of your guests, you can kind of puncture a hole. Pour a little bit of your sauce in.
You better give me a spoon quickly.
You got it. Here.
Try this. Check out Adam Young and his beautiful, absolutely mesmerizing creations down at Sift.
A little bit of cream as well. Super straightforward, very simple, easy to execute.
Oh, that is so good.
Yeah.
Adam Young.
Hey.
Please come back.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
We
for
thank
having
you
me.
very much. Again, recipe on the website.